Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Here's what we have in the bulletin.
Health officials investigate St. Anne leptospirosis surge. Calls for JPS to reinforce safety. And later in sports, 9 men and 4 women nominated for R.J. Arglina National Sports Awards.
Now the details. The Area 1 Police Division is ending the year with the lowest crime reduction in years. Despite this achievement, the police say they intend to double their efforts during the holiday period. Alia Bryant has the details.
The Area 1 Police Division includes parishes such as Trelawney, St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland. Once plagued by crime, the police are now reporting a continued reduction.
So overall, the area is experiencing a 57% reduction in murders. Similar numbers in shootings and all our major crimes. It's the lowest number the area has experienced in almost 20 odd years. We have recorded 123 murders since the start of the year. That's 167 murders less than last year. So the area is relatively safe.
But acting head of the Area 1 Police Division, Senior Superintendent Othniel Dobson, says the authorities are still taking no chances. With the Christmas season in full swing, they intend to step up efforts in known crime hotspots. SSP Dobson says their increased presence aims to ensure public safety during the festive season.
We have scaled back on some of our administrative duties to have more boots on the ground. So you will be seeing more police officers out in the town centers, out on the roads and the corridors, providing that enhanced security presence for us all. We also have additional resources in the form of other formations, branches coming out of Kingston. The Agricultural Protection Branch that deals with larceny and other issues. The specialized operations giving us additional strength in some of our areas.
SSP Dobson is urging citizens to report any illegal or suspicious activities. Also, he's reminding the public that community cooperation is key to safety.
We're out in numbers, we know you. Our intelligence is pointing to the major perpetrators, and we have impacted significantly, especially in downtown Montego Bay and other town centers. And we are out, and we will prevent whatever activity you want to perpetrate during this period and places.
Alia Bryant, TVJ News.
The Clarendon Police Division is reporting a major decline in murders so far this year, attributing the drop to newly implemented strategies aimed at promoting safety in the area. Inspector Graham Evangelist of the Operations Department provided the update during the recent Municipal Corporation meeting.
Currently, the murder figures for the Clarendon Police Division is now 37. We will increase our visibility in the townships right across the parish to increase that level of security by putting in an hybrid method of policing strategies. This is a combination of what we call both overt and covert policing operational activities.
This is a 42% drop from the 64 murders recorded over the similar period last year. He says residents can expect an increase in police presence with patrols in key areas happening more frequently. Inspector Evangelist also noted that with the festive season approaching, preventing larceny will be a top priority.
So therefore, we have incorporated our territorial officer to look across with the communities, to partner with all the farmers WhatsApp group so that we send out alerts and to put in that hybrid level of that tier of security, to put it out in order to send that strong message and to partner with the farmers so that this level of activity will decrease and work also as a deterrent.
The parish of St. Anne is battling an increase in leptospirosis cases. Health authorities say the situation is under control while investigations continue. Anthony Atkinson has the details.
As at December 10, the country had confirmed about 30 cases of leptospirosis, including 4 in St. Anne. The update was given by Chief Public Health Inspector Leroy Scott. He was speaking at the recent St. Anne Municipal Corporation monthly meeting.
Based on investigations so far done, 3 of the 4 confirmed cases are farmers or are involved in some kind of farming operation. So leptospirosis is a disease primarily of animals, wild and domesticated animals. And we have a few cases each year, peaking usually during the wet season when we have rainfall.
Mr. Scott says Hurricane Melissa has worsened the situation, displacing many rats across several areas. This has created a widespread health hazard.
So those who live that make their nest in trees, those were dislocated. Those that live in burrows in the ground, also because of the flooding, were forced to evacuate. And so what we found is that they were in search of new homes, searching for other places to find food and to find shelter. So they migrate. Some eventually end up in people's homes, in workplaces, in business places. Some may end up in some of our institutions.
He says the health team will continue investigations to address the problem and bring it under control.
Those investigations will give us more information as to the likely mode by which persons may have been affected or come in contact with the organism, and therefore put us in a position to say what other steps need to be taken. So far, we have seen a number of farmers being affected. So we may have to find ways of engaging those groups.
Anthony Atkinson, TVJ News.
Meanwhile, Mr. Scott says the vector control team is targeting areas in St. Anne most affected by Hurricane Melissa. The team is currently focused on mosquito breeding sites.
In addition to our routine activities, approval was granted for the engagement of an additional 20 workers for vector control on a temporary basis for a period of 3 months. That commenced on December 1 and will continue until February 27th of next year. We recruited 19 of the 20 persons required for the selected communities.
There are renewed calls for the Jamaica Public Service to reinforce its safety regulations about the placement of equipment for third-party users. Councillor for the Montego Bay North East Division, Charles Sinclair, complained that the placement of some poles and cables breaches the company's safety standards. This was made evident in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa.
Height should be 5.49 meters above ground. And what they refer to as STVO cables, 5.79, that is about 18 feet or 19 feet above the ground. It's a situation that we don't see right down here. I got a picture yesterday as to the state of the pole that is, and the cables that are attached to the poles of JPS downstairs, right outside the municipal building. And it does not seem that it would comply with what the JPS have set out in their own presentation.
Overall, Mr. Sinclair says the country's system of governance needs a reset to allow it to function more effectively and efficiently.
And we must use this bad situation wisely in respect to the signs, the billboards that we see that just toppled over. A lot of these persons come and they just put up billboards. They don't get permits from the council, and whilst they are doing it, our building officer unaware in the development of these huge billboards. All of them have toppled over.
It's time for a break. Stay with us. More stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. It's now time for the Business Minute.
The Students' Loan Bureau says more than 6,000 of its clients have already applied to participate in its debt reset program. The Bureau says approximately 3,600 clients have already applied for the program. Now, of this group, 800 have applied for arrears credit, while 2,900 have applied for the good standing credit of $100,000. SLB Director Cheryl Serju says some 25,000 stand to benefit from the program. Further afield, the Trump administration added 20 more countries to its list with travel restrictions. On Tuesday, President Donald Trump signed a proclamation to fully or partially suspend entry for nationals from 39 countries into the U.S. The previous list included 19 countries. The White House said that the listed countries demonstrate severe deficiencies in screening, vetting, and information sharing. The proclamation also applies travel limitations on individuals holding Palestinian Authority-issued travel documents. For the Business Minute, I'm Shane Masters.
And here's a preview of what's coming up in this evening's health report. In this evening's health report, we look at migraine.
In childhood, it can present as unexplained recurrent abdominal pain. It can present as motion sickness. So in the teens, it can present as a hunger headache that goes away when you eat. And then in your 20s and your 30s, it can actually present as a headache that only comes around the menstrual cycle for women.
That's the health report in Primetime News at 7. And now for today's healthy living tip. Maintain a regular sleep schedule. Stay hydrated. Identify and avoid triggers. Eat balanced meals and manage stress. Now the top regional and international stories.
In the region, the Antigua and Barbuda government says it is actively engaging U.S. authorities after President Donald Trump announced new visa restrictions affecting nationals of the country and other Caribbean nations. Prime Minister Gaston Brown says the decision is based on outdated claims about the country's citizenship by investment program, noting new laws now include stronger safeguards and a residency requirement. Officials say discussions are ongoing to fully restore visa access. And on the international scene, Australian police have charged a 24-year-old man accused of carrying out the Bondi Beach massacre alongside his father. Naveed Akram is facing 59 charges, including 15 counts of murder, 40 counts of attempted murder, and committing a terrorist act. Akram was shot during the attack and treated in hospital, with police waiting until he was medically fit to lay charges. His father, 50-year-old Sajid Akram, was shot and killed by police at the scene. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Aliyah Bryant.
Thank you, Aliyah. We take another break. Sports is next.